The Cat in the Hat presents Dr. Seuss, The Cat in the Hat.
The sun did not shine. It was too wet to play. Just sit in the house all that cold, cold, wet day.
Goodbye, kids. I'm leaving now. Have fun. I'll be back at 3:30 sharp.
Sit by the window, just sit there and stew and wish there were something to do. Too gooey and dunky outdoors to play ball. Nothing doing. Nothing at all.
Fun, fun, how can you have fun? Just sitting doing nothing when there's nothing to be done. Nothing, 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 absolutely nothing, nothing, positively, absolutely, absolutely, positively, nothing, 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 nothing to be done.
Nothing to do but sit, sit, sit. Just sit in the house. Just sit there and grump. Then, all of a sudden, something went bump.
Look! A cat! In a hat!
You will note I am neat. Wiped my feet on the mat. Why do you sit there like that? I know it is wet and the sun is not sunny. I know it is damp and the sidewalks are runny. But what I can't see...
Now you listen here, cat.
...is why you sit there like that. I know some good games we can play.
Listen, cat.
I know some great tricks.
Listen, cat in the hat.
I know that your mother won't mind if I do, and I'm simply itching to show them to you and to you.
Out of this house. I'm warning you. Get.
Who's that? I believe that we haven't yet met.
The name is Crinklebine. Carlos K. Crinklebine.
Ooh.
Now, please go away. Tell that top-hatted cat he should not be about. He should not be here when your mother is out.
My dear Mr. Crinklebine, my tricks are quite safe. I invite you to join in the fun if you wish. There's a game that I call Hop, Hop, Hop with a Fish.
Put me down! Put me down, you fool cat! Outrageous! Now let me repeat, and I don't like to shout, but he should not be here when your mother is out!
It's up to you kids. Whatever you say. If you think me untrustworthy, send me away.
Well, he is getting the house sort of messy and dirty. And Mother...
Yeah, Mother. Back home at 3:30.
A vote of no confidence. I most humbly bow to the voice of the majority. Goodbye now. Off to Siberia. Ha! Somebody stole my moss-covered three-handled family gradunza. Nobody's gonna leave this room until I find it.
Pardon me, sir. You lost our moss-covered what?
Three-handled family gradunza. So, That's your attitude, eh, Crinklestein? Did you steal it? There's a Gradunza snitcher in the house. Things will never be the same. How dear to my heart was that beautiful Gradunza that my old feline father bequeathed to me. That old family Gradunza, the old three-handled family Gradunza, the old moss-covered three-handled family Gradunza that hung on the family tree. I've been burgled, thwirtled by a fish.
Aw, give it back to him, Mr. Crinklebine.
Come on now, don't be mean.
But I didn't steal his whatsis. I'm guiltless. I'm clean.
Thwirtled by a fish. I'll never see my darling moss-covered three-handled family Gradunza anymore.
By the way, Cat, just what is a family Gradunza?
Oh, they come in all styles, from triple G to -0.
Is it bigger than a...
Occasionally, but on most occasions not.
Is it smaller than a...
They no longer make that kind. But one family Gradunza is always smaller than another. Should old family Gradunzas be forgot and never brought to my... Now, if I were a fish, where would I hide a moss-covered three-handled family Gradunza?
Whatever it isn't here.
And whatever it isn't here.
Wherever it is left in some lurch. Wherever it is, we must speed up the search.
I'll tell you this, it's not in the unabridged dictionary, but let's find that thing and get rid of that cat.
There are more scientific methods of searching than that.
And just what kind of science does the cat recommend?
Why, the principle of calculatus eliminatus, my friend.
Calculatus what?
Calculatus eliminatus. I went to Cat Tech, where I studied the same. What other cats do you know who can make such a claim?
Very well, Dr. Calculatus. Find it and eliminate us yourself.
I shall indeed. When you've mislaid a certain something, keep your cool and don't get hot. Calculatus eliminatus is the best friend that you've got. Calculatus eliminatus always helps an awful lot. The way to find a missing something is to find out where it's not. It isn't here, I'll mark this X. It isn't there, I'll mark that Y. It isn't underneath the apple, mark the apple HKI.
It isn't in this keyhole.
No.
And it isn't on my knee.
Mark the keyhole K300, mark the knee 57B. We just jot down all the places where it isn't, and gee whiz, very shortly we will locate where the missing object is.
It isn't here.
842J.
It isn't there.
F607. You can mark the piano 22,000 decimal point 11.
It isn't in the icebox.
That's strange.
It's not on this TV.
Icebox 024.5. TV 1,000,003. When you've mislaid a certain something, keep your cool, don't go to pot. Calculatus eliminatus is the best friend that you've got.
Calculatus eliminatus always helps an awful lot.
The way to find the missing something is to find out where it's not.
Look at this house. Look at this. Look at that. This uncouth, barbaric, tempestuous lout. He should not be here when their mother is out.
Very well. I'm a punk. A cratunculous schnunk. Nobody loves me. Not one tiny hunk. I agree. I'm a gripulous, gropulous groo. I'm a schmoozler, a schminkler, and a poo-poobler, too. I'm a horrendous object, which nobody loves. I'm untouchable, unless you wear antiseptical gloves. So what? I'm a punk, a cratunculous schnunk. Nobody loves me. Not one tiny hunk. I'm a punk.
Cratunculous schnunk, shatunculous cat, incratulous, out, 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 out!
Crinklefish, old fellow, your little fish nerves are so jumpy-wumpy. Fishenstein, poor fellow, your little heart's going bumpy-wumpy. Fish, poor old fellow, I know exactly what you need. You need a small tranquilizer. You do. You do indeed. Poor troubled crinkled fish friend, just relax. Close your eyes. Your good old Uncle Cat will now proceed to tranquilize. Beautiful kitten fish, sleep, baby, sleep. Your eyelids are droopy, bloop, 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 bleep, bleep. The Sandman on tiptoes comes creep, 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 creep. Hush your mouth, shush your mouth. Sleep, 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 sleep. Safe in your beddy by, sweet dreams to you. With your teddy bear steady by. Blue, 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 blue. Beautiful kitten fish. Sleep, baby, sleep. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, bleep, bleep, bleep,
You sure relaxed, Mr. K.
He needed sweet sleep in his bad-addled brains. But the problem of finding my moss-covered family redunza remains. I need help. I most truly do. In this box are my helpmates, Thing 1 and Thing 2. From this box will emerge Thing 2 and Thing 1, and they can find anything under the sun. It can be done. It can be done. They can do anything, anything, anything under the sun. If your nerves are getting nervous and your house is topsy-turvous, they are always at your service. Thing 2 and Thing 1.
Fish, there's always one, some long-faced, sour-bellied son of a gun.
There's always some fish, some sour-bellied fish, whose only one wish is to flatten up fun. Doesn't like fun, doesn't like fun, good, clean, wholesome, innocent fun.
FBI? Listen. I am a fish residing at 2322 Magnolia Boulevard, and I want to report a cat in the hat. FBI! FBI!